Welcome all to NFL Pub Hub right here on Pub Sports Radio. It is great to see all of you cappers here in the chat. A monster Sunday awaits. Ooh-wee. This is going to be extremely enjoyable. We also have three cappers making their NFL Pub Hub debuts. We have a monster show for you guys. Bobano, Wine Time, Kong's Clips, Salty Pete making his NFL Pub Hub debut. The New Quirker, Big Mastro making his NFL Pub Hub debut. TJ hitting back-to-back years over 60% on our show in MLB, making his NFL Pub Hub debut. And Joey DFS. What a great group. I have moved on 19 left spots in NFL. I just added five bets. I added 2 yesterday. I am so pumped up, and I need a day. Week 1 was wonderful. Week 2 was bad, and I don't want in between. I want wonderful once again. Shout out to all the cappers joining us. We are going to be hitting our first guest, Mr. Ian Cameron, here very shortly. Justin McKelvey, Stacks Plays of the Day 1 and 2. I am with them on Stacks Play of the Day 2. Let's get that copied and pasted here so we can discuss throughout the proceedings here today. Now, you guys know how NFL Pub Up works. We got to work very, very quickly. We got Gerald Jones in the house making moves on totals. I will copy and paste that. Skydragon says, people pretending to be sharp betting LA Rams is too cute. I wanted to bet them so bad, DG. I wanted the Rams so bad, but I could not get there. I wanted to bet unders in that game so bad, but again, I just could not get there. You know, I'm okay with that. We're trying to make the best bets possible. We're studying the card for countless hours. We're breaking it down with colleagues, friends, nonstop. I tried so hard to bet the Rams, and I could not. But Skydragon says San Francisco 49ers made one of the best bets on the board, which is fun because then I get to go against you in that one. But I wish I could be in that group that was so cute, DG. I'm not. Mr. Tomatoes in the house, Steve G, Ray Charles, Wine Time Sports. He will be rocking with us here on today's show. Ronnie Lofton, Rich H. Bobano, Wine Time, Kong starting it off. Kong and Bobano are our top 2 cappers thus far through 2 weeks. What a show. Bobano, Wine Time, Kong, Salty Pete, Nuke, Big Master, TG, and Joey DFS. We got my dude in the house. Yes, sadly, my dude. Yes, if you didn't submit your action, and yes. Sucks. I'm sorry about that. I hate hearing that. Kent Davies in the house. AM says I wanted the Rams. Yes, can't bet the public road underdog. Yeah, I've been through it. AM says Bears and Panthers are the best bets on the board. There's BJ in the house. Talk Sports with JT, Anthony Richardson. Great to see all of you guys. So let's discuss here my action. Also, the main thing that Troy Torrance wanted sent here today, the main message that he wanted you guys to know from our friend Troy Torrance is that he believes the Browns are not only the best play on the board today, but he doubts any play will reach this level of expected ROI this season. And especially this week. Von Polo in the house. Von Polo right now in Atlantic City with the Who Bangin' It Nation. Shout out to Von Polo, DJ Big Boss, Big Ragu, Dommy Gun Ricci, Wham Bam 3000, Razor Sharp Picks, Nasty Nate, all these great cappers out there. Peter Loshak, wish we could be out there with you guys. Hoping I know that you're having an incredible time. My action: Green Bay, Cleveland, first half under 21.5. Green Bay, Cleveland, full game under 42. Texans, what's up? Ken Wood, Nicholas Handy, Kent Davies. I would like to bet the Bears too, but I couldn't get there. Big Mastro going to be on today, making his NFL pop-up debut. Texans money line, Houston, Jacksonville over 21.5. Houston, Jacksonville full game over 43.5. I'm on the Cardinals and the 49ers team total under. But the backup quarterbacks I want to get to in a second. Chiefs double result plus 100. I have a Bills, Seahawks, Chiefs parlay at minus 108. I'm on the Browns plus 8. I'm on Seahawks double result, which is a little more tenuous with Jackson Smith and Najigba now sick. Lions +5, Raiders +3, Raiders double result at +280. Vikings -3. And then speaking of the backup quarterbacks, I'm on Cincinnati, Minnesota first half over 20.5. Full game over 41.5. I think it's an overreaction with the backup quarterbacks in there and the Bengals' weak defense. And then I'm on New York Jets, Tampa Bay first half under 21.5 and full game under 43. I'm still interested in the Panthers and Patriots. Quarterbacks, of course, is the story of the week. No Joe Burrow, no Justin Field, no Jaden Daniels. We'll talk about all of this as we go through. We got Wager Detective in the house. AM says Texans are another public road dog. I'm concerned. We're going to talk all about this with all these cappers, and let's continue this conversation. Great to see all of you guys. Thank you so much for joining us. We now, no introduction for you guys who have rocked with our next guest many, many times. He's our season 2 champion, and look how he started season 5, 6-2 plus 3.78 units. Currently second out of 14 cappers here on the show thus far this year. Please welcome. Oh shit. What the hell? Oh, man. Sorry. I missed that. Fuck. Nasty Nate says, sadly, my best friend has passed away at 2 a.m. He was a diehard Chiefs fan, so I'm betting them big. Oh, Nasty Nate, that's heartbreaking. I'm glad that you are with your other best friends. This guy's your best friend in your life, and the guys you're hanging out with now in Atlantic City are becoming your best friends. I'm so sorry that you have to go through that this morning, and just our thoughts are with your best friend's family and you and everybody who loved them. I'm so sorry that you have to go through that on a Sunday morning. And I think the Chiefs are going to smash and grab as well. Just smash and grab. I think the double result's the best bet on the entire board. But our thoughts are with you, Nasty. I'm sorry you have to go through this, and love to you and to your friend and his family. Okay. Let's get into football. It's Sunday. We have a monster week 3 awaits. Please welcome currently second overall out of 14, our season 2 champion, 6-2 plus 3.78 units to start off his season here with us, our friend, Mr. Ian Cameron, to the show. There we go. Bobano, how are you, my man?
I'm good. Let's get after it on a Sunday in the NFL.
This is the last action that I bet, and I've wanted to bet it all week. I just didn't have the courage. I just needed the courage, and it took me a while, and I finally moved on it. Bengals, Vikings, US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Let's go over the line history. I've doubled up on overs, and I'm on the Vikings -3 at -104. We have a -3 right now for, I like to see this, -115 over here where we used to play poker. This has gone up from a -108 yesterday. Okay, so a 7-cent move towards the Vikings. Vikings getting juiced. I really, really like to see that. And then from the total standpoint, yes! 42.5, seeing. Yes. Fuck yes. That's a good sign. Now, I know that doesn't mean you're going to cash it, but that's a great, 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 great sign. Okay, so injury-wise. Oh, and then cash flow here. So I just moved on it an hour and a half ago, 41.5. When we get to the cash here, we have 52% of tickets, 67% of cash on the Cincinnati Bengals. 64% of tickets and 64% cash on the under. Dennis Garcia's power rankings pushed Minnesota up a little bit with their backup quarterback in, which was, I love to hear it, but there are problems. Center Ryan Kelly out with a concussion. Offensive tackle Justin School out with the concussion. Christian Darrisaw, please play, Christian. If you hear us play, he's still dealing with the knee injury from the terrible injury that he suffered. He's still trying to come back. Harrison Smith, week 3 of his illness. Van Ginkel, we're hoping he can come back from the concussion, but he might not be able to. And then Austin Keys, a linebacker, is questionable with the groin injury. So a bunch of issues. Now for the Bengals, their edge play is horrific, and Shamar Stewart is out with an ankle injury. Cam Taylor-Britt, their cornerback, is doubtful. And DJ Turner is probably going to try to play through his hamstring injury just because Cam Taylor-Britt's out. Bobano, take it away, my friend.
Yeah, actually, believe it or not, I'm on the same 2 things as you here. I didn't double up on the total, but I'm on Vikings. I'm going to go money line -150, and I'm on the over 41.5, -115. Best number out there right now. Very simple handicap for me. You got backup quarterbacks, Jake Browning, and you got Carson Wentz. I'd rather have the more experienced guy. I know it's Carson Wentz. Boy, has he had some bad games. I totally get it. but he's working with Kevin O'Connell. You got a Minnesota team off a terrible showing on Sunday Night Football against Atlanta, looking to bounce back at home. You've got Jake Browning. Now, Jake Browning can move the football. He can move the ball, but he is very mistake prone. He's a turnover machine at times. We saw it even in the win against Jacksonville. He led them down to the game-winning drive, and he still had 2 interceptions, though. He's mistake-prone. He's on the road in a loud environment. And against that blitz-heavy scheme of Brian Flores, I worry big time about mistakes and interceptions and bad decisions getting to Jake Browning today. This is not a good matchup, in my opinion, for him. A blitzing team, one that will force him into the kind of mistakes that he is very capable of making. And I think that will tilt the balance in Minnesota's favor. Maybe they'll get some turnovers, some short fields to work with, put Wentz in the offense in better shape. And obviously that's good for the over if the team is going to get a short field as well. So, yeah, I think Vikings win it. I love the spot. I think Browning's going to struggle on the road against a team that loves to send pressure. He struggles against pressure. He struggles against any kind of good pass rush. So Vikings and over for me.
I love it. I'm so excited about this football game. Next up for us, Bobano, Rams, Eagles, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, 73 Fahrenheit, mostly cloudy, 6 miles per hour. I wanted to bet this game so badly, man. I wanted the first half and the full game under. I couldn't get there. And now it's up to 45.5. It's gone up a point. This opened up at 45, dropped down to 44.5. It was around a 44.5 on Monday, and then it went up to 45.5 for Sunday night, Monday, and then back down to 44.5 for our show Tuesday. But I couldn't get there, and now it's gone up a point in the last hour, and then the same on the point spread. I really, really wanted the Rams, and I just couldn't get there. And this move was initially towards the Rams. It came, well, that's not true. The look ahead was a 4.5. So then when it came out at 3.5, which, at that point, the 3.5 was pretty juiced to the Rams, and it stayed that way. And then it moved to a 3. This was a flat 3 on Wednesday morning. And then at that point, Eagles money started coming in. If you're looking at the -3, the Eagles were -3 at -118, so that wasn't really flat 3. But you could have got the Rams at -102 for the +3, so it wasn't a plus money spot. Since then, there's been a 12-cent move to the Eagles. The Eagles are now -3.5 at -110. Dabby Cab in the house. AM says if I see a public road dog, I bet against the Eagles -3.5. I can completely understand it. I had to stay on the bench here. 66% of the tickets, 65% of the cash on the Rams, 59% of tickets, 66% of cash on the over. If it didn't go against my thoughts, I would hammer the over and I would bet the Eagles. But it doesn't work with my X's and O's. Let's hear about Banner's X's and O's. Take it away, my man.
I think this is a public road underdog. I am concerned, but I am on the Rams. I like the Rams here. It's obviously it's not just because of playoff revenge. That's part of it, but that can't be the sole part of a handicap ever. You got to like matchups. You got to like the fact that you love the form of the team, and I love the Rams' form. I love the way Stafford has meshed with Nakua and Devontae Adams. I think they've been a great tandem. They've obviously been very impressive in these first 2 games. And even though Philadelphia is 2-0, I'll argue they weren't that impressive against Dallas. They weren't that impressive against Kansas City. If Travis Kelce doesn't have fucking butterfingers at the goal line, Chiefs maybe win that game. It's a totally different story. And, we're talking about maybe a 1-1 Eagles team, and we're not laying over a field goal. Maybe we're laying less than a field goal. So, to me, Philadelphia has done what they've needed to do to win. I wouldn't necessarily say they've been phenomenal from start to finish in these 2 games. There's a circled spot for the Rams, and I think this total is just too low. We got into the 50s twice last year between the Rams and the Eagles. The regular season game was, 37-20, and the playoff game was 28-22. Both games hit 50 points. Why is this in the 40s? To me, it's light. I think both offenses do enough. So over 44.5, -120.
And what do you get the Rams at?
Oh, sorry, Rams. Rams. +3.5, -104.
You are in business. And it's one of the strange times where I'm fine, and I'm okay not having action on this game that I wanted to so badly. Let's roll on. Pittsburgh Steelers and New England Patriots. After watching the Dolphins against the Bills, it should elevate our thoughts on one last thing on the Rams game quickly. We don't need to change the heading, but Steve Avila is doubtful. Braden Fisk with the oblique and Colby Parkinson. Colby Parkinson doesn't mean as much, but Fisk and Avila. McVay said he thinks that they all might be able to play, but we're pretty sure that Avila's not going to play. But that means that Fisk will probably play. That's the situation now. Here with the Gillette Stadium, Foxborough, Massachusetts, Christian Gonzalez is he making his season debut today?
I will look that up. Last I checked, no, or doubtful was the last update I got.
Because I've been reading that it's a possibility still.
Yeah.
So that is a crucial bit of information. Wager detective in the house. Great to see you. So that is the possibility here for the Patriots that Christian Gonzalez could be making a season debut. The Steelers are hurting. Cornerback Joey Porter out.
Apparently, Adam Schefter announced on Saturday that he's out against the Steelers.
Wow.
Christian Gonzalez. Okay. Let me make sure that's accurate.
Well, it probably, but because I've got right now from how many hours ago? 18 hours ago that he was still listed as questionable, but Schefter is not going to be wrong about that.
I was all week was thinking, apparently ruled out Christian Gonzalez for Steelers game due to hamstring injury. 19 hours.
Gronzo is out, says Tyler as well. Joey Porter out for the Steelers hamstring injury. Deshaun Elliott out with the knee injury. Alec Highsmith out with the ankle injury. This is already a defense that I think is full of vividness bias and not nearly as good. Same with the pass rush as well. That's the situation here. I've wanted to get on the Patriots all week. And the other spot that I want to get in on the Panthers, I know they have the injuries to their guards, but nobody's breaking it down on the game today. So I guess I'm probably going to have to stay off of that one because I won't be able to sit with it longer. Here we have the Patriots right now, a +1 at -107. They opened up +1 at -110. So now we've had no movement. There had been movement towards the Steelers. Steelers were -2 on Friday night, but now it's just a 1. From a total standpoint here, we have a 44. It is juiced to the over. The look ahead was 42.5. Opens up on Sunday at 43.5. And then we got to a 44 right now. It was a 44.5 early this morning. So then we get to the cash flow here for Patriots, Steelers here. We have 61% of tickets, 60% of the cash on the Steelers, 54% of tickets, and 67% cash on the over. Bobano, my friend, take it away.
Yeah, I'm going to go with over 43.5, -118 here. I was thinking after watching that, and look, I escaped with New England, but the whole time I'm sweating that out with and I did have the over too against Miami last Sunday on the show over in New England. Part of the great 6-2 was the fact that my first thought was just New England team's an over machine right now with what I'm seeing. They can't cover receivers down the field without Gonzalez. That is clear. Their secondary is not good without Gonzalez. Maybe it's not that he helps that much. And Miami receivers are running wide open. They got a pass rush on Tua late in the game, but there were times where they didn't even get close to getting to him. And that's not a good Miami offensive line that they went up against last week. So there's all kinds of concerns I have with this New England defense, but I don't have many concerns about the offense. I like what I saw. Drake May looked very comfortable. He's looked solid in the first 2 games. You've got a Pittsburgh defense that has not met expectations so far this season. They got ripped by the Jets and Justin Fields, who turned around and got shut out almost by Buffalo. And then last week against Seattle, I thought Sam Darnold, other than the interceptions, he moved the ball pretty well against that Pittsburgh team. So they've got all kinds of defensive issues too. I lean the Steelers in this spot. I usually like Tomlin off a loss, especially if I don't have to lay a lot of points. I do have a smaller bet on Pittsburgh, but I'm not going to double up in this game. I feel the total is the much superior bet, over 43.5, -118.
You are in business, my friend. We roll on. Next up, 1 p.m. Eastern with the New York Jets, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida, 89 Fahrenheit, mostly cloudy, 7-mile-per-hour winds. Of course, Fields out with the concussion, so it's Tyrod Taylor Day. I had said that I was going to bet the under as soon as Tyrod Taylor was announced. I was just too caught up with college and Canadian football and moved on it this morning. I'm on the first half under and the full game under. We have the big story is Buka right now. Hip and groin injuries is questionable, but at this point, expected play. Christian Godwin and Tristan Wirfs out once again. everyone begging, trying, hoping that Wirfs will come back to fortify that offensive line. And that's it for me. Troy is on the Jets. I moved on the unders. Let's grab the line history here. This is a 43 right now. It moved to 43 at 9 p.m. last night. I should have got the 43.5. It was just upsetting that I didn't. I got the 43 as well. I'm also on the first half under. We have here the Jets are plus 6.5, minus 112. The look ahead was 5.5 and dropped to 5. But then when this came out on Sunday night, it was a 7. So it's been a half-point move towards the Jets, despite the quarterbacking situation for them. And then when we get to the cash flow, we have 60% of the tickets on the Bucs, but 50% of the cash. So it's 40 and 50 for the Jets, 56% of tickets on the under, and 61% of cash on the over. Bobano, take it away.
Yeah, very interesting game this is. Can I get 7 at it? No, I don't think I can. Like this was 7, earlier in the week. I think there might have even been 7.5s at one point, but it's pretty much 6.5.
Yes, Troy got 7 at minus 120 on Tuesday.
Oh, there's actually 7 minus 122 at Pinnacle right now. I'm done with the fucking Jets if they don't. I shouldn't say that. You're never done with a team ever, but this is the prime spot, man. Jets plus 7 minus 122, and I'm also going to take Tampa Bay team total under. That's right, a rare under for this guy. Under 25.5 minus 110 for Tampa Bay team total under. Because I also feel this could be a game that the Bucs still win it like 20-7. They cover, but they still stay under their team total. I could see, because I don't know how much faith I have in Tyrod Taylor. With the way Justin Fields played last week, he can't be that much of a downgrade, but he's still very limited. Doesn't run like he used to. Very much a dink and dunk offense. I worry about they move it, they stall, they, have to punt, that kind of thing. Can they finish drives with Tyrod Taylor? I'm not sure. But I know one thing. With Aaron Glenn as a defensive-minded head coach, he's getting after his defense for that pathetic showing against Buffalo last week. And with Tampa's offensive line injuries, you mentioned Wirfs. One of the guards got injured against Houston on Monday night. He's out. That's a short-handed, depleted offensive line. I think the Jets show a little pride on defense, make it difficult for Tampa Bay to punch it in. And let's be honest about Tampa's offense. Even in the 2 wins, do you know how many points they scored? 23 and 20. That's not over 25.5, which is what their team total is. So Jets, and I'm going to go team total under on Tampa as well.
I love it. There's people who are really excited about what Grizzard is doing, but Liam Cohen was phenomenal. So. Yep. So there's still the jury out on what's going on over there, and I cannot wait. I love it. I like your action very, very much. If you cash, I've cashed, no doubt about it. With Bucs plus 7 and Bucs.
As I said, I want Tampa team total in on this under because I could see 17-7 Tampa or some silly score like that where they actually play good defense, but just don't get enough out of Tyrod in the offense. I could see it.
Oh, I love it. I love where you're on, where you're at here. Let's roll on. Next up, Houston Texans, Jacksonville Jaguars, Riverbank Stadium in Jacksonville, Florida, 85 Fahrenheit, partly cloudy, 11 miles per hour. The Texans have their quarterback, Jalen Smith, who's, they have a phenomenal secondary, full of depth and elite level talent. And so they're a very healthy football team right now. And DeMeco Ryans 0-2. I think he goes into Jacksonville and wins. But there are some concerns. And by the way, Ezra Cleveland, surprise, questionable with an ankle injury. Get used to that. I get used to that all year long for Jaguar fans. Wyatt Millam is out, offensive lineman on the offensive line. We have, this is a public dog that's being referred to. I'm going to go over those numbers, but I moved early in the week. I also moved on overs. I moved on overs early in the week, 21.5. And God, I'll pull it up here in a second. What did I get? 21.5 and 43.5. So I, doubled up on overs. Line history wise, this opened up with the Texans plus 1.5, dropped to 1. It's been bouncing 1.5, 1, got up to 2 at one point. Right now it's a plus 1.5 minus 107. So it hasn't moved. And when we get to the total here for this one, I want to see something high. It's not. It's right where I got it, 43.5. That's okay. At least it hasn't dropped. I'll deal with that. And then cash flow wise here for Texans, Jacksonville, we have 73% of the tickets on Houston and 50% of the cash. Those are not splits that I'm very comfortable with. under 61% of the tickets on the total, and under 72 is the cash. So 61% of tickets on the under, 72% cash on the under. Take it away, Bobano.
Did you say you were on the over? Did I mishear that?
I'm on the over. Yes, first half over, full game over.
But I'm on Houston as well. Look, we were there on Monday Night Football. Let's not kid ourselves. We thought Houston's defense was pretty good this year. I didn't like that performance against Tampa, and I didn't love their performance against the run. Like Bucky Irving and Rashad White were running that ball right down Houston's throat. I was shocked by that. Shocked. Especially with an O-lineman that left that game earlier due to injury. And there they are pounding the rock down Houston's throat. So I worry about that against Travis Etienne. And if you've watched Jacksonville's offense under Liam Cohen, he wants the run game as a big part of it. He wants to incorporate that, and they are running it with Etienne. He's been very solid. It's helped put pressure off Trevor Lawrence, take pressure off him. So I worry about their defense a little bit here, but to me, I don't trust Jacksonville's defense just yet. I think for C.J. Stroud, Nico Collins and company, I think they can get their offense going. I actually liked parts of that game offensively against Tampa. It was a lot better than it was against the Rams. And strength of schedule has to matter, okay? And that's why I'm going to give Houston another shot. Plus, by the way, Houston plus 1.5, minus 104, and the over I got at 43, minus 112. Strength of schedule does have to matter. Houston played the Rams and the Bucs, two playoff teams, two good NFC teams. Jacksonville played Cincinnati with no defense. Burrow got hurt in that game in Carolina. Okay, weak schedule. So strength of schedule has to matter. Houston's really faced a tough first two games, and they have played well against Jacksonville. They're desperate, 0-2, back against the wall spot. Houston and over for me as well. Let's get it.
I love it. I love it. Absolutely love it. We roll on. 4:05 p.m. Eastern, Denver Broncos, LA Chargers, SoFi Stadium, Inglewood, California. Evan Ingram out, tight end out with the back injury. We remember they're the lowest PFF grade amongst all teams, tight ends last year in the NFL were the Broncos, and now no Evan Ingram. Dre Greenlaw out as well. For the Chargers, tight end Will Dissly out, Elijah Molden out, and then Diane Henley, who is absolutely spectacular, is sick. We don't know the extent. Again, with these illnesses, there's a few of these illnesses that blinded players on the questionable thing where we don't know the extent of it. Just like
that guy is freaking good, as we saw on Monday night.
He is
throughout his time with the Chargers.
The captain of the defense, and when you have a defense with Derwin James on it, and Derwin James not the captain, it says something about who is. So let's grab the line history here. We got to be tight here for these last couple of games. We have the Broncos right now, or the total at 45.5. This has gone up 2 points since the look ahead. But when it came out on Sunday, it was 46.5. So it's dropped a point from when it came out on Sunday. From a spread perspective here, we have a 2.5. The look ahead was 3. Came out on Sunday at 2.5. It was a 3 for Friday night and into Saturday, but we're back at 2.5. Now, that 2.5 isn't a real one, really. It's juiced minus 120 to plus 100, minus 120 for the Chargers. We have 63% of the tickets and 83% of the cash on the Chargers, 68% of tickets on the under, and 75% cash on the under. Ian Cameron, take it away.
Yeah, this is for me over the total here. Let me just make sure I've got the because you're right. That's the part of it is the fact that Henley may not play. Part of it is the fact, over 45.5, by the way, on this total. Over 45.5, minus 108. Part of the reason I like the over here is because I saw Denver's defense against Tennessee. Tennessee's had a bad run offensively. They've looked poor in the first two games. Then they faced Indy, and they got ripped apart. So it kind of made me think, whoa, what's going on here? Is this Denver defense maybe not quite as good, as we thought going into the season? And now they're going to be tested by Justin Herbert and the Chargers offense. It's played very well first 2 weeks of the season against the Chiefs and the Raiders. But as you mentioned, for Denver, Bo Nix and company, if Henley doesn't play, that is a huge loss on the defense for the LA Chargers. And the Chargers, we know the Chiefs offense been out of sync. The shorthanded at receiver. The Raiders, still have issues at times with consistency. I think for the Chargers, their defense looks really good. Could argue Denver will be their toughest test. So over 45.5, minus 108.
Big shout out to the wager detective blessing our action with a $10 dono. Hope you have an incredible time with the squad down in Atlantic City. That was over 45.5 at what juice, Bobano?
Minus 108.
-108. You are in business. And thank you to the wager detective. Next up, we have Cowboys, Bears, Soldier Field, Chicago, Illinois, 77 Fahrenheit, mostly cloudy, 3 miles per hour. Cornerback Deron Bland is out for the Cowboys. And we have a mess for the Bears. Offensively, Amagaji, their offensive lineman, is out with an elbow injury, but defensively is the issue. TJ Edwards, very important linebacker. Defensive back, Kyler Gordon, extremely important. Jalen Johnson, defensive back, extremely important. Jalen Jones of the hamstring injury. This is not the right team to be going up against. I wanted to back the Bears. I thought this was a buy low spot on the Bears. And I'm not flipping, but I'm just staying off here. Also, of course, the Cowboys have gone from dog to favorite. The look ahead was 1.5. It came out on Sunday at a pick'em. So maybe, I guess, the dog to favorite doesn't maybe apply, I guess. I understand the buy low nature here of the Bears, but I could not buy them low. I just have to stay off. Total wise, this has just been climbing and climbing. Look ahead was 46. Came out on Sunday night, 48.5. And now we got a 50. Huge. And then cash flow wise here, Bobano, we have 64% of tickets, 84% cash on the over, 74% of tickets on the Cowboys, 61% of the cash. And Big Master says, don't shy away because of injuries, 100% buy low on the Bears. It may be a buy low on the Bears. I still can't do it. Take it away for us, Bobano.
So with these defensive injuries for I've got Bears plus 1.5 and Bears team total over and the full game over in this game. I'm only going to give for the show the team total over for the Bears and the full game over. The reason for that is because of these defensive injuries for the Bears. I don't fully trust them to shut down Dak Prescott and the Dallas offense. I think Dallas can still score the point, move the football, score points, and get theirs. So I'm going to go with Chicago team total over 23.5, -125. That's the safer option. I trust Ben Johnson and the offense to get it going. I don't have any confidence in Dallas's defense. When Russell Wilson's throwing for over 400 friggin' passing yards against you, you got issues. I don't care who you are. So to me, I think this is a spot for the Chicago Bears offense and Caleb Williams to get it going. I think they do. Bears team total over 23.5 and also over 49 -120.
Over 49 -120. Again, as you guys know, I do the weather on Tuesday. I do it again Sunday morning. So this is all the latest weather information. Harold Williams says
it was supposed to be bad, but I think it's cleared up last I checked.
I had no rain.
Yeah.
Now there could still be, but again, I do it twice. I do it Tuesday, and then I do it again on Sunday. The final spot on the board here for Ian Cameron is Cardinals 49ers. Just announced no Jawan Jennings. He was listed as questionable with the ankle injury. No Brock Purdy at quarterback. No Spencer Burford on the offensive tackle. For the Cardinals, we have Will Johnson, cornerback, doubtful with a groin injury. And then Will Hernandez and Paris Johnson, offensive linemen, are questionable. So is cornerback Max Melton. And they've been beaten up in the cornerback side of things. It's crucial to have Max Melton in. I did, and I probably should have waited, but I did move on the Cardinals at plus 112, and I took the 49ers team total under 21.5 at plus money. It's gone against me. I could have got, now maybe it's changed with the Juwan Jennings announcement, but I could have got 23.5 at -110 or even less had I have waited. So a questionable decision for me there. This total is a 45 right now. It's 44.5. It just dropped to 44.5. On Friday, this got up to 46. The look ahead was 42.5, right? So I always bet unders in NFC West games, but the market just was so bullish on the over. I just had to kind of just take the Niners under and just.
Well, it's not as bullish now. The under is getting hit right now, probably because of that Jennings news. Yep.
Well, I'd like to hear that. The Niners, the look ahead was 1.5. Then, and that was with Purdy. Then this opens up, with them plus 1.5. Knowing that Purdy might be out. This got up to 2.5 because on Friday they were like, oh, Purdy could play. And now we're back at 1.5. Cash-wise, Bobano, we have 59% of tickets, 63% of cash on the Niners, 59% of tickets on the over, and 61% cash on the over. Take it away.
Yeah, I'm on Arizona here as well. I ended up laying off the over here in this game and going with the just Arizona because, I think their defense could. Here's what I like about this game. We got Arizona on the road where they're better. We trust Arizona more. They haven't been a great point spread team under Kyler Murray the quarterback at home. But on the road, they've been a very good point spread team. They actually play better on the road. They cover more numbers on the road, Arizona. So we got them on the road where they're a little bit better. +2, by the way, -110 with this Arizona is the number I've got with that. +2, -110. You know what I also like about this game? I bet San Francisco last week with Mac Jones. I said, Mac Jones is going to be fine. He works with Shanahan. Shanahan knows how to coach up a quarterback. He played very well in that game. Thought it was a great bet on spot for against a weak New Orleans team. But now this could be where we see Mac Jones come down to earth a little bit, right? First game, big win on the road. Now you're back home. Now that, team's got a game to get ready for you. They know you're going to be the starter. And look, maybe with Shanahan, he's still going to play well today and lead his team to victory, but I'm going to have to see it against a much better opponent in Arizona. I could see this being the fall-off game for Mac Jones a little bit after the way he played last week. So, yeah, I'm with you here, Arizona. And by the way, one more bet I'll make before we wrap it up. I'm adding a 3-team money line parlay to the card because I just rather parlay these 3 teams rather than take them, minus the points, because I all think they win and the price is pretty good. We're going to go with Indianapolis because I think they're going to beat Tennessee. I don't want to lay 5, but I'll put them in a money line parlay. Indianapolis is the first leg. Seattle is the second leg. I do think they beat New Orleans. And then the side you really like tonight, Kansas City. I do think they get off the schneid and win their first game. So Indy, Seattle, Kansas City, 3-team parlay +140.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Pobano, spectacular work. That's the 3-team parlay. Is also on the cards +2. Bears team total over 23.5 and the over 49 in Dallas, Chicago. The over 45.5 in Denver Chargers. Houston +1.5 in the over 43 in Houston, Jacksonville. Jets +7. Bucks team total under 25.5. The over 43.5 in Pittsburgh, New England. Rams +3.5 in the over 44.5 in Rams. Sorry, I said Rams, New England. Steelers, New England. Then the Rams, Eagles. And then Vikings money line in the over 41.5. Spectacular job, Bobano. Please support Hitting the Books YouTube channel. Ian Cameron alongside Connor Mack. Please support the channel and our friend Ian Cameron. Ian, any last words for the Capper Sport in the show?
No, just to keep the show rolling. Good luck to everyone in the chat. Good luck to you, Jimmy. We'll see you Monday night for the live stream.
Respect. I can't wait for it. The Sports Inventor says, love the Titans. They're not in the pockets. Bet that one up to 5 now. You got to feel very good about that situation. Yes, that is our Monday night live stream. And don't forget tonight, Chiefs, Giants, right here on the channel. Let's bring on our next guest. He just had a monster Saturday in college football, but it is no surprise to us and anybody who watched him go 60% against the spread on our show last year in college football in the regular season. Here to rock with us on Sunday. Please welcome from Los Angeles, California, Wine Time Sports. Wine Time, what's good, man? How are you?
Jimmy the Bag, happy Sunday, man. Yeah, yesterday was it was a beautiful day. Everyone on the show, everyone on the tailgate absolutely killed it. It was a great time breaking down the games, and it all worked out for us. So that's always best when that happens, right?
It sure is. Some of these games I have set up, but this one I have not. Your first one on the board, Raiders, Commanders, Northwest Stadium in Landover, Maryland, 71 Fahrenheit, cloudy, 6 miles per hour. My thought process here is that everybody's now going to realize how good Jaden Daniels is. And I don't care if Mariota is a good backup. Now everybody will get to see how they shouldn't have been winning any of these football games. That's it. So I took the Raiders +3. I also took the Raiders double result at +280. Because if I'm going to believe in this, I want to get fucking paid. Let's get into the line history. We have a pretty healthy groups, other than the Jaden Daniels injury. Noah Brown hurt, John Bates hurt, their tight end. For the Raiders, they're a pretty healthy group as well. Their cornerback, the Kamarian Richardson, is out with a hamstring, or questionable with a hamstring injury. A line history-wise here, we have, let's get this up here, 1 p.m. action. We have the Raiders still +3, -120. That's not changing. They did get earlier in the week, they were +3.5. The look ahead was 6.5, of course, but that's different. Jaden Daniels. Now, I know Jacob, sports scientist, Jacob got the 6.5, which was spectacular. Here we have a total of 44. This dropped down to 43.5 for a while. There was 43.5 this morning. Now we're back at 44. And when we get to the cash flow here for this spot, we have 56% of the tickets and 63% of the cash on the Raiders, 51% of tickets, 51% cash on the under. Wine Time Sports, take it away, my man.
Yeah, guys, I think this is going to be an absolute shootout. I think that the Commanders' offense they're going to run it similar to how they have Jaden Daniels in there with a mobile quarterback like Mariota. Yeah, Mariota's a little bit older, but I think he knows his offense really well. He's been in the system last year backing up Daniels, and we saw what he did when he came into action. He looked good. Didn't really miss a beat. Always been a good, big Marcus Mariota fan since his Oregon days. Listen, though, he's got to get the ball in the hands of his playmakers, guys like Deebo Samuel, guys like Terry McLaurin. Terry McLaurin didn't really have a training camp because of all the talk of him sitting out and then get the contract extension. Wasn't really up to date football shape wise, I think, coming into the season. They played last Thursday. They got the weekend off. They had some extra time to get right. I like that they grabbed Jalen Lane out of Virginia Tech. I think he's a good receiver. Liked him in college. Ja'Cory Merritt Kruske. He's kind of been a wild card. I didn't even know who this guy was coming out of college. Didn't really pay a lot of attention to this guy. They've got guys like Chris Rodriguez back there too, but I think Mariota's going to be able to run this offense fine. And I didn't move on a side in this. I moved on a total. I moved on the over 43.5 minus 110 this morning. It's at a 44. You can still find 43.5 at some places right now. I just think both teams are going to be able to score here. I don't know if the Commanders are really going to stop the Raiders offense. We saw the Raiders offense do nothing in the second half on that primetime matchup, which hurt us big time. I think Chip's going to have a better game plan for this game, and I think they're going to probably use Genty a little bit more in this matchup earlier, and it's going to be up to the Commanders if they can tackle him because we know Genty, we saw what he did in college, and he's a good running back. Hasn't really showed it at this level quite yet. Hasn't been getting a lot of touches. We saw Chip come out and say that a lot of guys are going to get minimal touches in the beginning of the season because they want to save their bodies throughout the season. I'm just going to go with the over. I think that we could see 50 put up on the board in this matchup. I think that we could also see the Commanders. I took the over 23.5 minus 110 team total over for the Commanders as well. I think they're going to be able to put 25, 26 on the board, maybe 27 quite easily here against a defense that I don't really trust by any means here in the Raiders. I think both teams are just going to go at each other, and we're going to see a lot of points. So I'm on the over team total for the Commanders, 23.5 minus 110, and then we are on the over 43.5 minus 110, Jim.
I love it. We roll into Rams, Eagles. We've already set this one up, so take it away.
Yeah, this is an interesting one, Jim. I'm on the Rams here in this spot. I bought up. I bought up to the +4. I got minus 120. I thought that was still pretty affordable. I probably would have been paid for it at a minus 130 this morning, but I paid for the minus 120. I don't like hearing what you say that everyone is on the Rams here in this matchup. I've been so locked in these last couple of days. I haven't really been necessarily looking at NFL, what the public is on and all that stuff, like on the internet and what they're on. Does probably seem too good to be true. But for me, it's like the Rams. I mean, the Rams had these guys in the snow last year in Philadelphia in the playoffs. Everyone watched that game. I think, honestly, I wanted the Rams to win that game because I think the Commanders would have matched up well, better in that championship game going into the Super Bowl. But with that being said here, I think the Rams can stay within 4 points in this game, if not win this game outright. I think that they match up quite well here. I think these are two really good coaches. And I think if you're going to give me 4 points, a little juicy at minus 120, I'm going to take that all day here with the Rams, a team that I like this season. I think they're well coached, and I like the pieces on offense. They have to stay healthy this year. Eagles, I mean, it's hard to stop this guy, Jalen Hurts, guys. You guys, we watch this guy play every single Sunday, and to tackle him down is hard enough. When he takes off and runs with it, he's so elite with the ball in his hand. He's also a good passer. I mean, Jalen Hurts does everything the right way, man. I like everything he's doing here, and I could very well see the Eagles maybe sliding out here with a field goal win at the end of it, but I'm going to take the 4 points with the Rams in my back pocket here. I just trust that they're going to be able to go toe-to-toe here with the Philadelphia Eagles. I think that this is a matchup that they've probably been waiting for since then because they know that they were in that game. If it wasn't for that snow and a couple big runs there by that running back, who knows? Maybe the Rams go to the Super Bowl last year. So with that being said, I'm on the Rams here. Giving me points. Give me the +4 minus 120, Jim. Let's go.
You are in. I wanted it so badly, and I just could not get there. I wanted it bad. I'm off watching. Next up, we have Chiefs Giants, our Sunday nighter here, our live stream right here on the channel. It's funny. I'm using the Chiefs in Survivor. I think the Chiefs double result is the best bet on the board, but I haven't moved on them -6, which is crazy, but I have not done it. Mike Dana, defensive end for the Chiefs, out with the quad injury. Christian Fulton, cornerback, out with an ankle injury. Xavier Worthy not going to be playing. I know we thought he was not going to be playing, but it was questionable. Then for the Giants here, a ton of injuries. First off, Darius Masau, a concussion with a linebacker. He is out. Then we have Flanagan fouls the linebacker. He's out with or doubtful with the calf injury. So is Nunez Roches, another defensive lineman. Then we have Andrew Thomas. Whether or not Andrew Thomas is going to play, is Andrew Thomas going to be in the lineup? This guy is he's so important to the offensive line, and he's never out there. He's always hurt. He's always sitting on the sidelines when you need him on the field. Let's get into this line history. We haven't set up this one yet. So line history wise, we have a total of 44.5. This is juice to the under at -108. So we've gone up, opened up at 43 now at 44.5. And on the point spread here, we have a 6. Chiefs are -6 at -112. They opened -6.5, -110. And then cash. Oh, but that was the look ahead. Sorry, let me just say that was the look ahead. This came out on Sunday at 6. So it's not moved from when it came out. And then cash-wise here for this one, we have 68% of tickets, 61% of cash on the Chiefs, 53% of tickets, and 59% cash on the over. Take it away for us here. Wine time, Chiefs-Giants.
Yeah, interesting that this was the Sunday night game here, guys. Listen, we saw the Giants play absolute horrible football against a not-so-good Commanders defense in that Week 1 spot. I think the Giants had an opportunity to get it a 1-yard touchdown with like 6 different chances after a flag, and they still couldn't convert. I think what we saw last week of them playing really well on offense, give or take the competition over there in Dallas, I think that was something we're not going to really see too much the rest of the season. I don't believe in this Giants team whatsoever. I think this is one of the worst teams in all of football. I don't believe in this team whatsoever. Look at the Kansas City Chiefs here, guys. First time I believe I saw in the Mahomes era history where he's lost 3 games in a row, dating back to the Super Bowl, give or take 2 of them to Super Bowl champs in the Philadelphia Eagles and one of them to the Chargers, a team that's playing really good football this year that has a good team over there in LA. By the way, they got 2 good teams over there in LA. With that being said here, I'm on the Chiefs. I moved on the -6, -110 this morning. I think this is going to be an absolute smash spot, Jimmy. I'm very close to moving on a team total under 17 at plus money for the Giants as well here. I find it hard to believe that they're going to be able to put 17 on the board here. And with the low total as well, I just think the Chiefs are going to be able to do whatever they want. They're going to pick apart this defense. They're going to burn some clock when they do it too. They're not going to have a bunch of explosive plays. Xavier Worthy's still out for this one. But yet they're still a big favorite at -6 on a Sunday night game. I think that they're going to absolutely take care of business. I love the double result, Jim, as well. Maybe I move on that. I haven't moved on that quite yet. I wonder what the number is currently.
I got plus 100. I thought it was the best bet on the board. Depending on how things go, I may add the first half, and I may add the first half -3. But yeah, I had the double result plus 100.
Yeah, I think that this is an easy spot here for the Chiefs. They're getting an absolute layup of a game after having 2 really competitive games and games where they were in. They were in those games from start to finish. Chiefs are still a pretty good team over there. I don't know if they go to a Super Bowl again this year, but I think they still have a good team, and this is a must-win game, I feel like, in the primetime game. It is going to be in New York, so we are going to see those fans rocking and rolling them after coming off that big offensive game shootout. I don't think that's going to happen here. I think the Chiefs easily take care of business on the road on Sunday Night Football. Give me the Chiefs -6. I like that. That's what my pick would be in the survivor pool, too. I think they absolutely win this game. This is must-win. So I'm on the Chiefs, Jim.
The Chiefs here, Ricky. It sucks that you have no internet. You can, you can send a message to Swig, but it just sucks because then we'll have to do this for everybody because we're doing it for you. But you can send a message to Swig. I'm okay with it early in the year. I don't know what to say. It sucks. I want you to be a part of it. So send a message to Swig, and then Swig will talk to Jeff and. It sucks. Fuck. I hate it. But we wanted to add a game here, and so, but yeah, send a message to Swig right now. Ricky, and if Swig's okay with it, I guess we'll give everybody a chance who's late with their picks. I don't know what to say. Ricky, I don't know what to do. It's sort of, but yeah, send a message to Swig here, my friend. And then you wanted to add Browns Packers here to close up your card one time. The Browns, believed by Troy, is by far the best bet on the board this week. I moved on to +8. I'm also on unders. Take it away, my man.
Yeah, I was talking to Troy about that this morning, and I was looking at his write-up on this game, and it's quite impressive. I had already moved on this game. I heard you talk about it, and so I reached out to him, and I didn't move on a side in this game. I ended up moving on a team total. I moved on the team total under 17.5 -120 for the Cleveland Browns. I find it hard to believe that they're going to be able to put up over 17 points in this matchup. Packers defense is playing really well out there. Coming into the season, as always, I mean, whenever Joe Flacco gets out there, everyone's, oh, Joe Flacco, he's a solid quarterback. He can sling it. He can make every throw on the field. I get it. He's a good game time manager. He can make every throw still at the age that he's at. This guy's not going to go out there and win NFL ball games for you guys on a regular basis. I think that they're going to eventually have to go with the rookie Dylan Gabriel, who's sitting right behind him, or Shador, I guess. It's going to come between those two guys, but obviously neither of those guys are ready because they're still continuously going with Joe Flacco. Flacco made us some cash in the past, especially being kind of a journeyman quarterback at this point of his career. We see him get these backdoor covers when they matter most. And I can see that happening because I do think this is going to be a lower scoring affair, which is why we're seeing such a low total here. So I moved on the Cleveland Browns under 17.5 minus 120. I think that they could probably cover this game. So I think the Packers win this game. Absolutely. If the Browns win this game, then that would be pretty wild to me. I mean, it wouldn't be the craziest thing I've seen, but at the same time, I can't really see that happening. I can't see Joe Flacco going out there and beating Jordan Love the way they're playing right now. But at the same time, everyone knows how good the Green Bay Packers are playing right now. They just blew out the Commanders. They played good against them. They played good against the Lions going into this season. They grabbed Parsons, that big trade with the Dallas Cowboys to up their defense, and he's been looking really good out there too. So maybe the Browns do cover this game. I didn't end up moving on it. I just moved on the team total under. I just find it hard to believe that they'll even be able to put 17 up here against a really good defense. If they do it, so be it. But I'm on team total under Cleveland Browns.
Here we go. Sorry about that. Just
you're good.
This out. It's under team total under 16.5 minus 120.
17.5, Jim.
17. That's helpful to get over that 17 number. Under 17.5 minus 120. We also have the Chiefs minus 6, Rams plus 4, the over 43.5 in Las Vegas, Washington, and the over team total Washington, team total over 23.5 here for Wine Time Sports. Wine Time, great work, man. We have our live stream tonight. If you want to rock this Chiefs action live with us, we'd love to have you. But great stuff, my friend. Congratulations on a successful Saturday, and I will be in touch, my friend.
Yes, sir. We'll be talking later, Jimmy. Good luck to you. Good luck to all the cappers about to come on screen. Good luck to all the cappers in the chat. Love you guys.
There he is, our guy, Wine Time. Yeah, you know what? Our friend Nasty Nate didn't get his picks in last week, and he just had to deal with it. He remembered before the game started, so we can't do it. It's just not fair to everybody else. So I'm sorry, Ricky. It's not fair to everyone else who has to deal with it, who's already dealt with it. It sucks. And I apologize, and you're my friend, and I hate that it happened to you. But we just can't, because it screwed people over already, and we just can't have mulligans for people at this point. And so I apologize. All right, let's roll on to our next guest. Our current leader in NFL Pub Hub, 7-4 plus 6.39 units. 6.39 units here last week. And he's ready to rock with us too off a monster day yesterday in college football. Please welcome our friend Kong's Clips. Kong, what's good, man? How are you?
Hey, happy Sunday, brother. How's it going?
It's going well, buddy. It's going well. And we are excited to have you rock with us. Spectacular work last week. Let's keep it rolling. Our current leader in NFL Pub Hub. Now, we go into Packers, Browns, Huntington Bank Field in Cleveland, Ohio. 81 Fahrenheit, mostly cloudy, 10 miles per hour. We have light rain in the second half. Now, you have a first half side. You have a team total, and you have a anytime touchdown. 3 spots in this very game. Take it away, my friend.
All right, Jimmy. So, I'm going to be on Green Bay first half, minus 5.5. I just think this defense, the way they've been playing, I can attribute some of that to Michael Parsons coming over to the team, getting a great pass rush on the opposite side. But this defense is growing. They're gaining continuity, and I just think to get Green Bay by a touchdown in the first half is crazy work. I didn't want to mess with the full game. I didn't like the 8. But I think getting under a touchdown in the first half is the way to go here. You got Jordan Love. He's looked spectacular. So, yeah, I'm laying the first half number. And speaking on the Green Bay defense, I'm also on the Cleveland team total under 16.5. I got that minus 106. I'm not sure if there's a better number out for show purposes, but I bet it's 16.5 yesterday. Love the number. I don't see how they score more than 2 touchdowns here. And the anytime touchdown in this game is Tucker Kraft. I've been betting on this guy week in and week out. He seems to be the target in the red zone. And he also catches some long balls, as we've seen here last week. So give me the Tucker Kraft anytime touchdown at plus 240. The Cleveland team total under 16.5, and the Green Bay first half minus 5.5, minus 110.
You are in business, Kong, my man. We have the exact, not quite the exact same, but we have a triple up spot in our next game, Colts, Titans. You have a first half side, you have a player prop, receiving yards, and you have an anytime touchdown. By the way, Kong, during our Sunday night live stream, a capper came onto the screen. He gave a donation to the channel, and he said thank you to whoever gave out the Daniel Jones anytime touchdown prop. That was you, my friend. And I wasn't sure who it was. I had to look back and see who it was. So thank you so much for that. And somebody came on thanking you for that. Take it away here. Colts, Titans, 3 spots on the board for you.
All right. So, Jimmy, I'm laying the first half number again here. 2.5. I'm paying some big here. I'm not sure what the number's at today. Paid some big yesterday at the Colts minus 2.5. Minus 136. Until I see Cam Ward get to going, which he hasn't yet, I expect at some point he will get to moving the ball on a regular basis. I loved him in college. I think the game might be moving too fast for him here in the NFL, but he'll get there. But being that he is a rookie and the way this Indianapolis Colts team has looked, I mean, Daniel Jones, I thought the Colts were in tank mode when they announced him as the starter. Little did we know that I was playing checkers and the coaching staff at the Colts were playing chess. Love the Colts here. Minus 2.5 in the first half, minus 136. We're also going back to another prop. I said it last week. As long as Tyler Warren comes out at anything under 50 receiving yards, I'm going to bet the over. So I am on Tyler Warren receiving yards. It dropped. I sent it to you last night at 46.5. Seen it this morning at 44.5. Whatever number's cool with me. Tyler Warren over receiving yards. I got it 46.5 or 44.5 this morning, minus 112. Back to the touchdown.
Warren was 44.5?
It's 44.5 today.
Okay.
Yes. I sent it to you last night at 46.
And did you tweet out the number at 46.5?
I did not. You can give me the 46. That's what I actually bet.
That's fine. If you haven't tweeted out, we can give you 44.5 right now.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Keep going, my man.
All right. So the touchdown props. Said it week 1. Daniel Jones, anytime touchdown. I'm going to bet it until he doesn't score. I'm on it again this week, plus 185. We've seen this number go from plus 550 to, I think last week was plus 250 or so. And this week it's plus 185. I assume next week, if he gets this touchdown, we're going to be looking at numbers around plus 120. And I might jump ship, but as for this week, I'm on the Daniel Jones anytime touchdown plus 185.
You are in business. So we roll on to Jets Buccaneers. That's the next spot for you, Kong, my man. You have side and you have a player prop. Your player prop, he is questionable with an injury right now, with 2 different injuries. We're not. I mean, we expect him to be in the lineup, but touch on that, my friend.
All right. So Tampa Bay, this offense hasn't really looked the best, but they've looked great. Went up against a good defense last week and pulled it out somehow with the Baker Mayfield magic. I'm laying the points here. With what I seen, how the Jets looked last week, I think Tampa Bay can move the ball here. I think Baker gets it going at home. Whether Igbuka's in or not, they have weapons all over the place. So I'm laying the 6.5 here at minus 110. Also, I'm going to be on the Igbuka anytime touchdown. 2 weeks in a row now. He's been targeted in the end zone multiple times. There, in my opinion, there's value in that. If they're getting targets in the end zone, that's where I want my money at. Give me a Buka anytime touchdown plus 145.
You are in business. Next spot for you is a player prop in a game we've talked quite a bit about here thus far. Very, very interesting game that I've invested in heavily. Bengals, Vikings. Take it away.
Bengals, Vikings. Sorry, I'm looking here. All right. Jamar Chase. I don't know how this game plays out. I don't care how this game plays out. I know Jamar Chase is going to get a boatload of targets. I expect him to come down with a majority of those targets. Jamar Chase over 7 receptions, plus 120.
And it's 7 or more, right? So it's over 6.5 type deal, right?
Over 6.5, yes.
Beautiful. So Chase for 6 or for 7 at least receptions at plus 120. I mean, Browning is going to throw the ball all over the field, and there's going to be a lot of pressure. He's probably going to rely on the him and Higgins heavily and just throwing the ball at Chase quickly and hoping.
I could see them being down in this game too, Jimmy, which means he's going to have to throw the ball even more.
I love it. Let's roll on to your next spot on the board. Side and anytime touchdown in Broncos Chargers. Take it away.
Broncos Chargers. Sorry, I'm looking here. Okay, so I'm on the Chargers minus 3. I think the Chargers look great right now. They've got a couple big wins so far this season. Justin Herbert looks amazing. They've added pieces in the draft, and I think this team's got a shot to go deep in the playoffs this season. And with Denver keeping it close last week with Indy and seeing how many points they put up, this Denver defense coming into the season, I thought they were the best defense in the league. I was screaming it at the rooftops. I see Herbert coming in and splitting this defense apart. So I'm on the Chargers full game minus 3. Last season, sorry here, where am I at? Last year, the Chargers covered this number in both games against the Broncos. I think they come out here and do it again. Did I have something else in this game?
Yeah, you have anytime touchdown for Keenan Allen.
Oh, yeah. Keenan Allen, anytime touchdown. We're back on it again this week. Another situation where he's getting targets in the red zone. Keenan Allen, the old witty, going to get targeted in the end zone. I think there's points to be had here. And I think Keenan Allen's found in the end zone for the 3rd week straight at plus 220.
In business here. Your final spot, other than a TD parlay, which we'll touch on here, your final spot is you are on a side in Cowboys, Bears. You have a CD Lamb prop and an Aubrey kicking prop. 3 spots in this game. Take it away, Con.
Yes, sir. On the side here, I'm on Dallas. Until Chicago can show me that they can win a game down the stretch, I'm going to be on the opposite side. You got Brandon Aubrey, who is probably one of the biggest weapons in the NFL. I mean, this dude just blows me away every week. He's kicking 60-yard field goals like they're chip shots. And if this game's close down late, if it's tied up, if Cowboys are down 1, whatever be the case, Brandon Aubrey is more than likely going to win you the game. So I'm laying the short number, minus 1.5 for the Cowboys, minus 110. Player prop, CD Lamb, taking his receptions, got it at plus money, over 6.5 receptions at plus 104 for CD Lamb. I see him being the main target here. I think he's going to have a lot of receiving yards, but if I can just take the receptions, I'm cool with that. And Brandon Aubrey, kicking points, over 8.5 kicking points, minus 114. So essentially you're asking this guy to get 3 field goals, 2 field goals, 3 extra points. I think there's points here, and I think he goes over. I know it's a high number. I don't think I've ever seen a kicking points number this high. but I think it's high for a reason, and I'm backing it.
And then you have TD parlayed Egbuka, Kraft, and Allen. Had you done this last week, you would have cashed it with your 3 individual player props. They all cashed, but the parlay used some different guys that you didn't use. So I see why you're going back to it this week. Egbuka, Kraft, Allen at plus 25.65. Aubrey over 8.5 kicking points. Lamb 6.5. Over 6.5 receptions. Dallas minus 1.5. Keenan Allen anytime touchdown. Chargers minus 3. Chase over 6.5 receptions. Egbuka anytime touchdown. Bucks minus 6.5. Daniel Jones anytime touchdown. Warren over 44.5 receiving yards. Colts first half minus 2.5 minus 136. Kraft anytime touchdown. Cleveland team total under 60.5. And Green Bay first half minus 5.5. My guy Kong's Clips currently number 1 out of 14 cappers here on NFL Pub Hub. Thank you for rocking with us, Kong. Any last words for the cappers supporting the show?
Yeah, appreciate you for having me, Jimmy. Good luck to everybody. If you're not tuning in Saturday to the tailgate, we're torching shit over there. Massive day yesterday. I hope everybody made a lot of money with me. Appreciate you for having me, Jim. Let's go get this money. Kong, I'm out.
Let's get it. There he is. Our next guest is making his NFL Pub Hub debut. He is sponsoring our football contest with Harbor Acres Cottages. He's been rocking with me since I started in Costa Rica 9 years ago, and I can't wait for him to make his debut right here, right now on Pub Sports Radio, NFL Pub Hub. Without further ado, please welcome Salty Pete in the house. Salty Pete, how are you?
Hey, good morning, Jimmy. Good morning, chat. Good to see everyone. Doing great. Looking forward to a great Sunday, my friend. Nice to be here. Thanks for having me.
We're excited to have you. Let's get right to it. We start with Jets, Buccaneers, and we've already set this one up, so take it away.
Yeah, sure. So looks like this is going to be a perfect weather game, 82 degrees, non-divisional game. I look at the coaching first at this. Todd Bowles has had a winning record with Tampa Bay, 29-24. And, he also coached for the Jets for a few years. I know it was a few years back, but he might have a little insight into the culture that probably is still lingering around the Jets franchise. So I kind of like Todd Bowles as a coach having a little bit of insight into how to play this game properly. Aaron Glenn, he's yet to win a game as an NFL head coach, and he was a good defensive coordinator for Detroit, but let's see where he's at for a head coach position. I don't think this is the game where he's going to figure out how to get it right, especially with Justin Fields out. I understand that it's a tough situation. There's also 4 defensive players for the Jets that are out as well. And so they've got the 36-year-old Virginia Tech Hokies 6th-round draft pick, Tyrod Taylor, capable backup, 2-time Pro Bowl winner, but now on 7th team. And he's going up against a 30-year-old Heisman winner, in Baker Mayfield, who has matured a lot. I think we saw that when he got the win over Atlanta. He took those 2 divisional losses against them last year as motivation to win this year, which he did. Not by much, but he did. And so I think from a quarterback position, I think Baker's better set in this game. Just a quick side note, they both played for the Browns together in 2018, Baker and Tyrod. So they know each other. It might be a fun personal game between those 2 fellas. The Jets play slow, average offensive snaps, 56, almost 70 for Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay throws the ball at 65% clip. New York is more balanced. I guess my final thought is Jets have an elite corner in Sauce Gardner, but you can't do it alone. Andre Sisco will help out in coverage, but it won't be enough. Right now, I know it's only been 2 weeks, but Jets are 17th in the league in defensive coverage. Tampa Bay is 3rd in the league in run defense, and will take away half of New York's game plan. The line jumped briefly to 7 twice this week, but almost immediately moved back to 6.5 and stayed put. I don't see a significant sharp investment in this game, but I like this spot for Tampa Bay. I took a -6.5 at -110.
Bucks -6.5 at -110 for Salty Pete, his first official pick here on NFL Pub Hub. We roll into game 2. Indianapolis Colts, Tennessee Titans. We talked about and set this game up with Bobano, but let's hear how you are getting paid, Pete, my man. Take it away.
Well, this looks like it might be a little bit of rain at Nissan Stadium. I don't know how that's going to play out for a team that likes to throw the ball as favorably as they've been doing this year in Tennessee. You know, Cam Ward has struggled, like a lot of other people have said. This is really, for me, this is a position where I'm betting against Tennessee rather. The coach, like Shane Steichen, he helped develop Jalen Hurts and was an assistant for Sirianni for years. And I think he's kind of trying to do the same thing. I don't know what happened with Anthony Richardson, but I think he might be trying to revitalize Daniel Jones' career here a little bit by teaching him how to run and play a run game a little better than he has in the past. Yeah, when he was at Duke, he had average run game stats. So I think that's something that might be able to get coached into him. Sharp money's moved the line. I was able to get it Indy -4.5 at -113. I'm not still sure if that's around, but I paid a little extra for the hook there.
I think I can definitely find a 4.5 -115. I will line shop for you, which rolls us into this next game. Dennis Garcia saying that he believes that 49ers are the best bet, on the card. I've moved on the Cardinals, and I'm fading Mac Jones coming home. I'm nervous. I'm nervous about this. I took the 49ers team total under 21.5 at plus money. Now I could get a 23.5 at a nice price. I know that I want to be under 23 though. I think it is an important number still. I don't think it's just 24 that you skip to. So I'm very nervous here, but Juwan Jennings has just been announced out. Take it away for us, Pete. Cardinals, Niners.
Yeah, well, this is a game that you're looking at some injuries, and I wasn't sure if Juwan Jennings was going to go. I was going to say he certainly won't be 100% if he does, but now he's out. George Kittle is out. Brock Purdy is out. Kyler Murray, the first overall pick out of Oklahoma, again, a Heisman winner, two-time Pro Bowler, and he's been with the same team since day one, so he's got confidence at least with the team backing him. And, Jonathan Gannon, defensive head coach, not a great record, but they beat San Francisco in both matchups last year. The first one in October was by a point, and the latter one in January was a blowout. So Arizona certainly has the ability to give San Francisco a hard time, divisional rivals. At the tight end position, San Francisco's going to have trouble. I mean, they got a couple mid-graded guys that are going to be in there. Ricky Purcell is a reliable wide receiver, but I wouldn't call him elite. So are they going to lean heavily on McCaffrey today in the run game? I don't think Mac Jones is the answer. It's fifth year in the league, and he's on his third team, despite being a first-round pick out of Alabama. I don't see Kyle Shanahan doing much in the short time to give San Francisco any edge here. So I like Arizona. I got it +2. Late money has come in, I guess, to move the line to 1.5. But I was still able to shop it at +2 at -111. I'm not sure if that's still around, but that's my look on this game.
I love it. Yeah, with the announcement here that when Juwan Jennings is out, there's been a move. I can get you a +2 right now still, but it's -117.
Yeah, I'll stick with the 1.5 then.
1.5 -110, and I could get you the 4.5. It just costs 1 cent, -116, 1 more cent than you paid. So there we go, +1.5. Then we have Chiefs Giants. Pete, we'd love if you join us here for the live stream this evening. I can't wait to hear your take on it. Take it away.
Okay, I made a few notes here. I'll just rattle them off here. These are my thoughts. I like the over 44.5 in this game. Both teams I know it's only been 2 weeks. We only have 2 weeks on the current season stats, but both of these teams are ranked mid on offense and bottom of the league on defense. And then you turn around, you look at Mahomes with a 4.49% big time throw percentage and Wilson with a 7.22%. Both teams prefer to pass, both in the 70% average of their plays or passing plays in the game. Both teams are high-paced teams, 62.5 to 70 snaps offensively per game. It's a primetime game. I'm seeing some sharp money on the over, and I'm with him. I saw a little bit of reverse line movement there, but I think Malik Neighbors will have a day, as will Wan'Dale Robinson, and I expect Kelsey and Marquise Brown, maybe even Smith. You know what? Noah Gray might have a day today as well. So I just see this as a high scoring meeting, and I do think that the Giants have figured out a little more on offense than they're being given credit for. I guess we'll find out tonight with a mediocre defense in the Chiefs. But that's my look on this game. Over 44.5, minus 110. I got.
I love it. Salty Pete making his NFL Pub Hub debut. Over 44.5 in Chiefs Giants. Cardinals plus 1.5. Colts minus 4.5. Bucks minus 6.5. Salty Pete, thank you so much for rocking with us here on NFL Pub Hub Sunday, September 21st. Any last words for the Capper supporting the show, my friend?
Yeah, thanks for being there, everybody. Nice to be along. Thanks, Jimmy. And go get that cash. See you next time.
Let's go. Let's go. Salty Pete in the house. We stay up north for our next guest. He's been starring on our live streams. He's been starring at Pubapalooza every year. A beloved member of the community. Please welcome the Nuke Worker in the house. Nuke, what's good, man? How are you?
I'm doing good, Jimmy. Yourself?
Oh, I'm pumped up, man. I'm pumped up. 44 minutes away from kickoff. I mean, it doesn't get better than this, man. And Giants Chiefs, I'm so excited about this football game. I faded the Chiefs nonstop, and now I'm so on them heavy, and I'm excited. I'm excited about all of this.
Oh, me too, man. We got to get some money today. Let's go.
Let's get it. You start your card with Jets Buccaneers. We've already set this one up. You have 2 player props for us. Take it away.
Yep, I do. Okay, so my first, both my props in this game are both quarterback passing yards under. I got Tyrod under 185.5, minus 110. The reason's pretty simple for me. He's played for all 32 teams, and basically he is in his last 8 years he started 15 games. He's just not a starter, and I'm not sure that he is gonna. This game is in Tampa Bay. The temperature's 92 degrees. It's gonna feel like 95 degrees. It's their home opener, so I expect the fans to rattle him a little bit, and I don't expect him to do too much passing today. So that was my reasoning for Tyrod Taylor under 185.5. And my second one is basically the opposite. Baker Mayfield over 234.5, minus 110. Again, the home opener, Baker is being consistent. He can light it up. I think at home, I don't like the Jets. The Jets are the Jets. They do have a fairly not bad defense, but like I said, this is the home opener. I think the Heat's going to get to them as the game goes on because, I think they'll be out there for a while on the field more. The Tampa will have ball possession control. So I think that's where I went with that. I just think that he's good. He usually averages 234, maybe not this year, but that's usually his average. So that's where I went with the 234.5 over.
Mayfield over 234.5, Tyrod under 185.5, which leads us to another quarterback player prop in your next spot. New big shout out to our friend Kong's Clips, gifting 2 Pub Sports Radio memberships. Thank you, Kong, my man, and congrats on the monster day yesterday. And I know you're gonna have another one today here. Nuke, you moved to another quarterback player prop here in Saints Seahawks. Take it away.
Yes, sir. Okay, so again, this is New Orleans going up to Seattle, and I took Spencer Rattler under 206.5 yards, minus 110. Now, again, the home field advantage, I think, here for Seattle is, they're one of the loudest in the league. So I'm going there, and Rattler hasn't done anything. New Orleans hasn't impressed me. I think they lost both their games. This is their first game on the road, I believe. And they're going all the way across the country. And again, I think Rattler is he's going to be Rattler. And I just thought 206 yards, I don't see it happening. And that's where I went, under 206.5.
You are in business there with Rattler under 206.5 yards. Then we have a touchdown parlay. The touchdown parlay is in the Rams-Eagles game here, popping off in 40 minutes. Take it away.
Okay. So in this game, I couldn't pick a side really, but I guess if I had to take a team, I might have took the 3.5 with the Rams. But anyway, I went with the touchdowns. I got one player on each side to score a touchdown, and I got the parlay Barkley and Nakua plus 290. Now, Barkley, I don't have the numbers here, but the two of them came out to plus 290. Barkley is usually good for one. I think, that they get down there, take the goal line at some point, maybe able to push it in or maybe even break one, but he's usually their go-to guy on the ground, obviously. And then Nakua, it was between him and Devontae Adams. Devontae Adams had better odds, but to me, Nakua is sort of their go-to guy. And I think the shorter they get, the longer they go down the field, with closer to the goal line, Nakua seems to be their man there. So I'm trusting him to get a touchdown. So Barkley, Nakua, and I like the price plus 290.
Barkley Nakua touchdown parlay for the Nuke Worker at plus 290, which leads us into a money line parlay that you moved on, Nuke. And start with the first half. First half is in Raiders Commanders, Northwest Stadium, Landover, Maryland.
So what one do you want me to go with first?
The Raiders getting.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. I got confused. Yeah. So Vegas, this is pretty simple too. First of all, I didn't know about the spread 3.5, but I think they could win the game because like Marcus Mariota is in, and Austin Eckler's out. I didn't really. Did he get injured last week? I guess he must have because he was playing last. His Achilles, but I didn't know until
for a long time.
I did not know, and anyway, with him out and Mariota in as the quarterback, I mean, I can't see them moving the ball. I mean, I heard you saying earlier today, like without Daniels, Washington is not trash, but you know what I mean. So I kind of feel that way too. I can't see them moving the ball too much. Mariota is, I mean, I don't even know if he's sufficient or whatever, capable, but I had to go with them. I think Vegas can get it done on the road here. I know it's in Washington, but anyway, I just don't like Washington today, especially. I think Vegas can win the game straight up.
WT says Mariota, a former Raider, will be motivated. If I'm
Maybe,
going up,
he's been on a ton of teams. He probably forgets what teams he's been on. He's been on so many.
But if I'm going up against Mariota and the Commanders today, I'm filling the box.
Yeah,
you beat me with your arm, Marcus. Yeah. If you're going to beat me, you beat me.
That's
with
what
your
I'm thinking, and I don't think they can. So, and
second half,
no running back either. Sorry.
No worries, my man. Second half of your money line parlay takes place at 4:05 p.m. at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. Take it away.
Yeah, this is I'm on the Chargers on the money line again. This is their home opener because they played their first game in Brazil and then they played last week in Vegas. Now, so this is their home opener also. I think they'll be pumped up. Again, it's another warm day down there. And I just think Denver, I'm not going to say they're overrated, but I thought that they were getting a little too much love at the beginning of the year. Bo Nix this and Bo Nix that. And they probably should have won the game last week. And they probably should be 2-0. But now you're going to go and play in your division on the road, and Chargers are off to a good start. I mean, Harbaugh's got them playing good, and he's running a good regime down there. So again, I think I wouldn't touch the spread, but I think money line they can win this game straight up. So I took Vegas Chargers money line plus 275.
Oh, it's beautiful. Beautiful. Going for big scores as our friend the Nuke Worker does. Vegas Chargers moneyline parlay plus 275. Barkley Nakua anytime touchdown parlay at plus 290. Rattler under 206.5 yards passing. Tyrod Taylor under 185.5 yards passing. Mayfield over 234.5 yards passing. Spectacular work. Nuke Worker, my friend. Hope that you can join us tonight. Whatever works for you, Sunday or Monday or both. We love hanging out with you, Nuke.
It works for sure. I got the kids and grandkids coming over this afternoon, so I can't promise anything at this moment, but we'll see. If I do, I'll send you a text or something.
Sounds good, and I'll lock you in for Monday night, my friend.
Okay.
Any last words for the Cappers supporting the show?
Yeah. Have a great day. I hope you all win some money. I'll be unfortunately watching the Blue Jays because I'm gonna die with the sword if I have to. But I'll have one eye. I've got 2 TVs, so I'll be watching football and baseball. Okay. Have a good day, boys.
There he is, the Nuke Worker in the house. Your next guest making his NFL Pub Hub debut. I am excited about this. I've been working with this man for a long time. His first quarter NBA parlays were legendary, just legendary. I mean, we're talking, this man had some monstrous scores on first quarter NBA parlays that we've just watched in amazement how much cash he's brought in. And I can't wait to see him rocking with us right now, making his NFL Pub-Up debut. Please welcome Big Mastro in the house. Mastro, what's good, man? How are you?
I'm good. How are you, Jimmy?
I'm excited
mic
to
sound
finally
good?
share the screen with you, man.
Yeah, I know. Long time
Yeah.
overdue.
I love it. I love it. Let's rock. Let's get right into it. Bengals, Vikings. Big Mastro, take it away.
All right, so I did a lot of digging on this game, and one thing I seen nobody talk about, Jake Browning was actually an undrafted agent signed by Minnesota back in 2019. Then he was released the day after. Then they did it again to him in 2020. Then he was on their roster in 2021 and they let him go. And the Bengals have had him ever since. He's played Minnesota one time before and he won a crazy overtime game. This is his first time playing in Minnesota with a whole week to prepare. I'm going to take this guy to come out in here and just win this game. It's all about emotion for him. And if there's any game he's going to win, it's going to be this one because their next 2 or 3 games are against really, really hard teams. And he showed you last week he can move the ball. And I'm not a big fan of Carson Wentz. I don't see him being first year in the system, coming in to play this game. He's never really been someone to be liked by all the other guys in the locker room. So I'm going to ride with the Bengals here on the money line.
Bengals money line. I will line shop for you, get you the best line available. Let's roll right into the next spot on your card. Raymond James Stadium, Tampa, Florida. Buccaneers hosting the Jets. Mastro, take it away.
This is just the Buccaneers. They're just finding ways to win, and they're playing good. And for the Jets, I don't see much coming from them. Even with Tyrod Taylor, he's serviceable, but I like the Buccaneers. And I know there's some injuries on the D-line for the Bucs, but I watched the game last week, and the guy who went in as the backup, this guy Gaines, he has so much heart, and he was playing so hard. I think the Bucs. It should be more than 6.5 points. I love the fact that it's just a touchdown. I feel like this will just be an easy win.
We'll get you this minus 6.5 here for the Buccaneers. You're going to get at least a plus 145 on the Bengals, plus 146.
That's way better than what I actually got it at.
Plus 146 available right now for the Bengals. And you didn't tweet out. Did you tweet out any of your NFL action?
No. I've been working both yesterday and this morning.
So. Oh, respect. No, I love that you rushed home to rock with us, man. That means a ton to us. I'm going to find you the best line available for the Buccaneers, which takes us in the Broncos Chargers, SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California.
Okay, this game here, every person I ask, they're all saying the Broncos are due. The Broncos should win. And I look at Justin Herbert and this Chargers team. They're playing the best football they've played in a year. And last year they beat the Broncos by 7 both times. I just don't think the Broncos are as good as people think. And the Chargers, they've taken firm control of this division, and they're going to make another statement right here with their true home opener in front of their fans. And I got it minus 2.5 at 120. And I thought that was cheap because everyone just keeps betting Denver.
You are in business. By the way, you have a choice. You want Buccaneers minus 6 at minus 6 at minus 114 or minus 6.5 at minus 104?
Oh, we'll just do the minus 6.
Minus 6 at minus 114. I'll line shop for you in the Chargers game, but let's get into Cowboys.
Wait, no. Do the 6.5. It's 104.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's better.
Okay, minus 6.5 and minus 104, which leads us into Cowboys, Bears. I'll line shop for you on the Chargers. So take it away. Soldier Field, Chicago, Illinois.
All right. So last week, everybody saw the Bears couldn't look any worse, and they were playing a game where their head coach was going back to where he was the year before, and of course, the Lions were going to be ready and give them everything. They were still throwing the ball downfield, up 30 points in the fourth quarter. that was a statement game. Well, if there's ever been a statement game for the Bears and a game that the whole team, coach, everybody should have circled, it should have been this game with the Dallas Cowboys and their old coach coming in. If there's one game you got to win, even if you lose every other game, it's got to be this game. And the fact that the Cowboys were in a shootout last week and the Bears just got destroyed, you're just getting this amazing buy low spot. So I'm not going to take the 1 point. I'm going to take the money line. I kind of wish Dallas would have got a little more steam and a little bit more heat, but a lot of sharps are on the Bears, and that's why you don't see this line moving.
Yeah, I wanted to get there. We've spoken about this. I respect that you are on it, and we'll be cheering you on. We can get you them at plus 105. There's been a move towards the Broncos, so we can now get you the Chargers minus 2.5 at minus 115.
Oh, nice.
So Bears plus 105. And then you wanted to close out shop here with Falcons, Panthers. I'm all ears. Take it away.
I saw that you wanted to talk about it. Nobody was, but this was a game that I really wanted the Panthers. It was like 6.5, 7, but it wasn't going to get there. So I threw the Panthers in a few of my teasers, but I just think that Carolina has a chance to actually move the ball here. And the Falcons, all they've shown you for 2 weeks in a row is that they can't close in the red zone. They just kick field goals. You know, the amount of field goals they were kicking last week is just you're not going to win football games in the NFL like that. And at least the Panthers, even when they were down last week, they kept trying the whole way. And the coach of the other team, I forget who they played last week, but his quote after the game was, no matter what, they kept trying and they kept trying. They don't give up. So I was hoping to get a few extra points. And if it goes up to like +6 or +5, I might take them, but 4.5, I'm just too nervous still.
You know, it's a pretty sharp move. If they weren't dealing with these 2 injuries on the offensive line, I would be on them. And I just want to move on them. I mean, it's such a we saw this last week. The Giants go through the 6 down to 5.5. And even, you know, I know this is 4.5. The move just feels so similar. It's 4.5s across the board.
You know what I was thinking about this game? This is one of those games that you would say, you got to know your script before the game starts, the live bet it. I kind of like look at this game kind of like a standalone game. If this game goes and Atlanta scores a quick touchdown right away, and you can get the Panthers +8, 9.5, +10, you know, I would take that all day. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. If the Atlanta scores right away early, and you can get 9.5, 10, I would do it.
I love it. Big Mastro. Great job on your NFL pop-up.
That's something that I wouldn't be able to look away from.
Oh, I love it. But great job here on your NFL Pub Hub debut here. It's been great with Salty Pete, also with a great debut. Big Mastro with a great debut. Bears 105, Chargers -2.5, -115, Buccaneers -6.5, -104, Bengals +146 for Big Mastro. Thank you for rocking with us and fighting hard to be here, coming here right after work. Any last words for the Capper Sporting Show?
Hey, let's just get this money and make sure everyone smashes the like button. Jimmy works really hard. Jose works really hard, and everybody else. They do a lot for this show to happen, and all the other shows that happen too. And I bless everyone's action today.
I love it. What a great guy. That was great. That was a great debut. Our next guest, back-to-back seasons of 60+% in Major League Baseball. No one has ever done that in the 9 years that I've been doing this publicly. Now, we're not at the end of the road. We got a little bit left, but he's got some space here. He's got a cushion, as we'd like to call it. And he's now making his NFL Pub Hub debut. I can't wait to hear his action. Very, very sharp capper and a great friend. Please welcome TJ to the show. TJ, what's good, man? How are you?
Hey, guys. Doing good, doing well. We'll keep the intro brief here because I know we got to run short on time. We got someone else coming up. So doing good, ready to make some money.
That's great. Fresh off umpiring baseball.
Yeah, a little college scrimmage this morning. I do some college umpiring and high school varsity type stuff.
Oh, it's dope, man. It's such a fun way to be a part of the community. It's great.
I love it.
I love that you do that. Let's roll. Houston Texans, Jacksonville Jaguars, Everbank Stadium in Jacksonville, Florida. And I imagine your action here is going to make me very uncomfortable.
Yeah, I think everyone in the world is hyping up Houston, and Jacksonville 2-12 last 14 versus Houston with 7 straight home losses. So easy way to say Houston has their numbers. I think we got sharp money on Jacksonville here. When I wrote this down about an hour ago, it was 30% tickets, but 46% of the money on Jacksonville. They are averaging 6 yards per carry. Granted, that's against 2 bad teams defensively, but even if that comes down some, I think they're going to be able to have a good mix here. While the Texans are 27th in pace, which is great if you can run the ball, but they're 31st in success rate. And the Jackson defense is 7th in success rate versus the run. Plus, Houston's down a lineman here. So I think they're going to have some trouble moving the ball. Stroud against 2 high safeties has a very low passer rating, 57.2. Jacksonville uses that set 64% of the time, which is the 4th most in football. I hear people saying this line's an overreaction to Houston looking bad, 0-2. Jacksonville's fake inflated offensive numbers. There's 2 bad teams, and I get some of that. But I mean, what do you expect Houston to be here? Favorites? Like, I don't think there's an overreaction to this line because it opened back on the 9th exactly where it is now. So I don't think we're seeing some inflated price here for Jacksonville. So I'm on Jacksonville money line. Or I'm sorry, Jacksonville. I think it's -1.5. I didn't write.
Well, we can give you some options here. You can have the money line at -117, or we could give you the -1.5 at -101.
I'll take -117 money line.
I think that makes sense here. -117 money line for Jacksonville. We have Turnsey in the house. Turnsey, we just had Big Mastro on. He did a great job. Lamont Williams, I'm going to copy and paste all of this. We got big show picks. Great to see all of you guys here rocking with us. Next spot on the board, Jets, Buccaneers, Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. Take it away.
Now, this one's kind of been beat to a pulp here. A lot of people are on this game. I think this is a game where Tyrod Taylor gives the Jets a better chance to cover. Where Justin Fields, when healthy, he's got a better chance to win, but he's also got a higher chance of getting blown out, laying an egg. He's either good or he's bad. So I think Tyrod brings some stability here. Obviously, the issue is Tampa Bay's run defense, 2nd best in football success rate. But that's another reason why I kind of don't mind Tyrod back there. A little drop back, let those skilled wide receivers do their things and get the ball to the target. All I need here is a game manager. Baker's great, but against man coverage, he's got a 39.6 rating with only 1.7 yards per attempt. Jets play the 5th most man in baseball, or in football. I'm so used to baseball. Tampa's pass rush, middle of the pack, and that's with the aid of playing Houston, which is a sieve. So, again, keeping in mind this thing opened a couple weeks ago at 5, so there has been an adjustment here to Tampa Bay. And I think the value there is on the Jets. I also think Tampa Bay is going to struggle to score. I expect this one to be low scoring. So I'm on the Jets spread and Tampa Bay under 24.5 points.
Oh, I love it. So Jets +6.5. We get you that -108. Then you're on the Bucks team total under. What was that number?
24.5. I got it -115.
You are in business, my friend. The Bucks team total under 24.5 -115, which takes us to Broncos, Chargers, SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. Take it away.
Again, another game that's been talked about a lot. I think I'm on the public side here a little bit. And we did have a little bit of a move just now down, 20 minutes ago. There's 2.5s available, so I'm going to take. But, the Chargers defense, obviously elite. You talked about that. Overall, 3rd in success rate, number 1 versus the pass. And to me, this is the largest advantage of the game because we know defense obviously has a great defense as well. Denver has played Cam Ward and then Indiana Jones. Now I know Jones is probably projected better, but neither one of these guys are expected to be top half quarterbacks in football this year. Denver held Tennessee and Indiana to 41, while Chargers held KC and Vegas to 30. And don't pass up the fact that against Vegas was an amazing defensive effort. I mean, Vegas is going to have a solid offense this year. We saw that in week 1 on the road at New England. They just ran into a powerhouse there. The Chargers rank 2nd in football with a 1.16 time to pressure, so 1.16 seconds to get pressure on the quarterback. Knicks under pressure is terrible, 20.5 QBR with 1.9 yards per attempt. So struggles under pressure. Let's talk Justin Herbert under pressure on the other side because Denver blitzes the most of anybody in football. They're number 1 in blitz and pressure rate. And that's where Herbert thrives. He's got 133.5 passer rating, 11.5 yards per attempt versus the blitz. And also Denver plays the 2nd most man in college or in football. And Herbert has a 121 rating with 8.5 yards per attempt versus man. So I think this sets up well for Herbert to do some carving here. I do believe Denver D is going to be successful against the run. Again, pointing to Herbert, getting a lot of pass attempts. He threw for 34 attempts versus KC for 318 yards, only 27 against the Raiders for 242. He didn't need to throw as much in that first game, and he's completing over 70% of those. So his pass over-under is set at 33.5 pass attempts, and I think if he gets to 30, we hit his yardage prop. So I'm on Herbert over 251.5 passing yards, plus 103. And I'm on the Chargers, and I'll take the 2.5 available right now. Minus 115 is the best I'm seeing.
Yeah, I'm seeing the exact same minus 2.5, minus 115. Herbert over 251.5 passing yards, plus 103. Great breakdowns, TJ. Sharp, tight. I love it. Chargers minus 2.5 and Herbert over 251.5. Jets plus 6.5. Bucks team total under 24.5. And Jacksonville minus 117.
Jimmy, I got 2 plays I would like to add. We don't have to break down the games.
Please do.
But I'm going to be on Indy, Tennessee, over 3.5 field goals made at plus 109. These 2 teams are top in the season. They're combining for 8.5 field goal attempts per game. So I just need 3.5 there plus money. And then I'm on a 6-point teaser. Packers minus 1.5. Arizona plus 7.5. Kansas City pick 'em. And that pays plus 160.
Ooh, I like that one. Packers minus 1.5. Cards plus 7.5. Chiefs pick 'em. That is at plus 160. Indianapolis, Tennessee over 3.5 field goals at plus 109. Chargers minus 2.5. Herbert over 251.5. Jets plus 6.5. Bucks team total under 24.5. Jacksonville minus 117. Great job, TJ. I love it. Big addition to NFL Pub Hub. Like Flea Mathis says, lots of new faces today on NFL Pub Hub. Loving it. I'm loving it too. Great job, TJ. I will be in touch. Keep crushing baseball, and let's have a giant week in football, my friend. Any last words for the Capper supporting the show?
Yeah, man. Tune in for baseball this week, guys. Last week of the season. It's going to be great. Betting with the Bag and the Low Shack Show on Tuesday. I'll try to make a couple appearances, but these races are getting tight, man. These leaders are trying to blow it. Toronto and Detroit, they're just trying to lose.
I know.
It's crazy.
And they have a rich history of doing that.
Yeah.
They both do. Before the Jays ever broke through, we were so known for falling apart in the mid 80s. In the early 80s, we'd fall apart when we had a lead, and then it would be the Tigers that would be coming up, after us. It's fun watching the Tigers buckle, even though I'm a big fan of the city. It's fun,
man.
Donut Silks. Don't forget, Donut Silks has 70-1 on the Guardians to win the division.
That's such a good bet. I wonder when he bet that.
Yeah, he's it's hard. It's so much fun. Much love, TJ. Thank you for rocking with us.
Yeah, guys, good luck.
There he is, our guy, TJ. We roll on our final guest here on NFL Pub Hub, one of the stars of the Locker Room Talk podcast, our hit show on Pub Sports Radio. Please welcome Joey DFS in the house. Joey, what's good, man?
Brother Jimmy. I'm good doing. How you doing, brother? Thanks for having me on.
Oh, it is my pleasure. Absolute pleasure, my man. Let's get right to work here because you start in a highly contentious game. Raiders, Commanders, Northwest Stadium, Landover, Maryland. Take it away.
So I actually do have a favorite prop in this game. It's Brock Bowers, anytime touchdown. The Commanders ranked towards the bottom of the rankings guarding tight ends this year so far. And I think it's a pure Brock Bowers game. I think they're live to even win it on the money line. I got plus 180 at the touchdown prop. And I even did the cycle. I did Brock Bowers over 5.5 receptions. I did Brock Bowers over 57.5 receiving yards. And I did his anytime touchdown for plus 333.
Woo. Brock Bowers hammering here. Oh, wow. Harold Williams got in 14-1. I love it. A week ago. Only a week ago, Harold. Oh, my God. Jacqueline, it is wonderful to see you. Thank you for rocking with us. Always love seeing you and bring your positive energy in the chat. Have a wonderful Sunday. Get that cash, Jacqueline. We move on to Jimmy the Drunk for Joey DFS. I love it. Jimmy the Drunk for Joey DFS. Thank you, Jimmy, my man. We have Steelers Patriots next up for us, Joey. Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Massachusetts. Take it away.
I actually think there's a chance that the points could potentially go over. Both defenses really haven't been playing up to par as of late. But the play I'm really going to be attacking here is DK Mechaf, anytime touchdown, plus 140. The Patriots' top corner, Christian Gonzalez, is still out and not playing. So that leaves plenty of opportunities for the red zone for DK to get in. And I almost went Patriots money line too, so it's a little tweener. But the most play I really do like is DK Metcalf. I think Rodgers is really building up a connection with DK, mostly in the passing game. So I really like DK plus 140.
DK Metcalf, anytime touchdown at plus 140. Leads us into our final spot on the board here. Joey, my man, Saints, Seahawks, take it away.
The number one play I wrote down, saw it this morning, Sam Darnold over 1.5 passing touchdowns plus 125. I don't think the Saints defense can stop a nosebleed personally. And if I go off my personal rankings, which I got right here, yeah, the Saints, they are ranked pretty not great versus guarding anybody. And I do think that this is going to be the game where Sam Darnold is at home, and he's going to really show why he got that payday from the Seahawks. And him and Jackson Smith and Jigba has been connecting real well. Him and Cooper Kupp is really getting into a rhythm. And even that rookie receiver, Horton out of Colorado State, is getting in the mix in the slot. And I don't think this game stays competitive either. I think the -7 is doable also. So, yeah, I like Sam Darnold to throw early and the Seahawks go belt ass.
Over 1.5 passing touchdowns. What was the juice?
Plus 125 for Darnold.
Plus 125. Res Mob, Big Daddy Boom, a.k.a. Leo Leon, Big O in the house. Doherty ready to go. Team total over for the Bucks for Doherty. We have passing touchdowns over 1.5 plus 125. And did you also want to make the Seahawks official?
Yes.
Okay.
-7.
Seahawks -7 here. I will line shop for you on this one. You are in a business. So we have Seahawks -7. The best line available is -108. Make sure that is a fresh line and not. Yes, that is a fresh line. -7 at -108 here. Then we have Darnold over 1.5 passing touchdowns plus 125. DK Metcalf anytime touchdown plus 140. And Bowers anytime touchdown plus 180. And the Bowers triple up over 5.5 receptions, over 57.5 receiving yards, and anytime touchdown plus 333. Joey, DFS, we have 13 minutes till kickoff. I'm going to review everybody's action, but tell us, what is the week ahead here for the Locker Room Talk podcast?
Yeah, we go back. We our live streams, I believe, at 6 o'clock Eastern. So we do Dana White Contender Series also. And Big Show, I see you, my boy. Go Lions for tomorrow. So stay tuned for that one. Jameer Gibbs anytime touchdown. I said it now. But yeah, we got the Tuesday stream. We break it down for the fight card. We got UFC back. I'm ready for that. And then Dana White Contender Series on Tuesday also at 8 p.m. Eastern. So definitely stay tuned. We do cash a lot of tickets on that too. So definitely cash in. And before I do drop, make sure to like the fucking stream for my boy Jimmy the fucking bag. This man puts a lot of hard work in him, Jose, everyone else at Pub. And I can't wait for fucking March, man. Because one thing I learned at March is never too early to start fucking smoking. Because right when I get off, that's what the fuck I'm about to start doing. So never too early, my brother.
I love it. Joey DFS coming with the fire here, man. Absolutely love it. This was a really fun show. We had some real fresh cappers coming in. 3 debuts here. Extremely enjoyable show. Our guy, the backbone here of Pub Sports Radio, Jose Buguet, going to jump on with me to give a final goodbye to all of you guys. But we don't have this show without you guys supporting the channel. There was donos and love in the chat. We thank you guys so much. There's sports scientist Jacob. We've been talking about Raiders plus 6.5. What a catch. Spooner, my man. Spooner currently number 1 in the Cappers contest here. It's just, it never ceases to be extremely enjoyable to rock with you guys. Let's bring on our guy, Mr. Jose Buguet. Jose, I can go over my action. It's okay.
There's kind of a lot of action you have.
You can drop it. You can drop it. I'll go
kind
over
of a
here.
lot.
There's 20 bets there. It is
Couple
nice to
of
see you,
bets.
Jose. How are you?
I'm doing all right. Hoping that yet again that friends and family can hit for me today. You know, for the last 2 seasons, but we're trying, Jimmy. We're trying. We're trying.
For the last 2 seasons. Parlay Angel, I hope I'm right too, because I got that plus 280 in the double result for the Raiders. Let's review all action here on today's card. I have 19 bets left remaining here, and I'm not adding anything. The Patriots was close, but I'm letting it go. which I'll have to deal with. Nick Reinhardt says I have an irresponsible amount of units out there. Let's get it. Let's get it, Nick. Let's get it. I got Green Bay, Cleveland first half under 21.5 at plus 100, under 42 at minus 107. Texans plus 111. Houston, Jacksonville over 21.5 minus 120. Houston, Jacksonville full game over 43.5 minus 111. Cardinals money line plus 112. 49ers team total under 21.5 at plus 101. Should have waited on that. If they end up with 23 points, I don't want to talk about it. Buffalo, Chiefs double result at plus 100, I think is the best bet on the board. Buffalo, Seattle, KC parlay. Now, I'm probably going to add Chiefs first half, but I don't want the 3.5. I'll figure that out. I might just wait to live fire at this. Browns plus 8, Seattle double result minus 130. I'm a little nervous about that. Lions plus 5, Raiders plus, and these are my addition. Raiders plus 3, Raiders double result plus 280. That was, I think, Friday or Saturday. And then this morning, Vikings minus 3, Cincinnati, Minnesota first half over 20.5, Cincinnati, Minnesota full game over 41.5. I love seeing that total climb right now. I'm really pumped up about that spot. New York Jets, Tampa Bay first half under 21.5, and New York, Tampa full game under 43. Stacks play of the day to get us started is Kyron Williams 60 plus rush yards. Kyron Williams 60 plus rush yards. Also, Arizona Cardinals plus 2 for Stacks.
Stacks.
D. Jenkins, I love hearing that. You're sharp, man. I love knowing that we're on the same side here. Let's go over everybody's action here. We have the Vikings minus 150 and the over 41.5 for Bobano. Rams plus 3.5 and the over 44.5. The over 43.5 in Pittsburgh Patriots. New York Jets plus 7 and Bucks team total under 25.5. Houston plus 1.5 and the over 43. You got the over 45.5 in Broncos Chargers, and his Bears team total over 23.5 and the over 49, and the Cardinals plus 2. And then a Bobano parlay. Something rarely seen in these parts.
Yeah, I saw you have a parlay too
Yeah.
as well. I couldn't believe it. I was like, what the fuck?
I think this is the right weekend for it. For Bobano, Colts, Seahawks, Chiefs at plus 140. Because I track everybody's action. I track Troy's been succeeding on these. I don't
Better
mind
than teasers.
Well, his teasers are better than
Oh, not even Troy specifically. Yeah, everyone's teasers.
NFL Club Hub teasers is the worst angle that we've had in season 5. I have 5 years of data on this show. Every single person who's ever given out a play on this show, I've tracked and got it locked, and teasers get crushed here.
Destroyed, yeah.
Then wine time over 43.5 in Las Vegas, Washington, and Washington team total over 23.5. God, I can't wait to go up against Marcus Mariota. And if he screws me, I'm going to be I'm going to the liquor store pretty soon here. I can't go right away because the games kick off at 1, but maybe at 3:30 I'll go over there.
Sure.
Rams, Eagles, Rams plus 4 minus 120. I cannot believe I have no action on Rams, Eagles, and I'm thankful. Even if I'm right now, the market is telling me that what I thought was going to work was wrong, and I'll let it go. Chiefs minus 6 at minus 110 for wine time, and the Browns team total under 17.5 minus 120. Irish Kings has 7 minutes. Kong's Clips, currently number 1 in NFL Pub Hub, plus 6.39 unit performance last week, and he destroyed college football yesterday. Green Bay first half minus 5.5. Cleveland team total under 16.5 minus 106, and Kraft anytime touchdown plus 240. Then in the Colts game, he's got Colts first half minus 2.5 minus 136. Warren over 44.5 receiving yards, and Daniel Jones anytime touchdown. Nut Flush Allen on New England team total over 22.5 for the great Nut Flush Allen. Then we got Tampa Bay minus 6.5 and Igbuka anytime touchdown. We have Chase over 6.5 receptions. Chargers minus 3, Keenan Allen anytime touchdown. Dallas minus 1.5, Lamb over 6.5 receptions. Aubrey over 8.5 kicking points. In his TD parlay, Igbuka, Kraft, Allen at plus 25.65. Salty Pete made his NFL Pub-Up debut. He's on the Bucks minus 6.5, Colts minus 4.5, Cards plus 1.5, and the over 44.5 in Kansas City, New York Giants. The nuke worker, Tyrod Taylor under 185.5 yards. Mayfield over 234.5 yards. Rattler under 206.5 yards. Anytime touchdown parlay, Barkley Nakua in the Rams Eagles game at plus 290, and his money line parlay Raiders Chargers at plus 275. Big Mastro making his NFL pub up debut. He was great. Bengals plus 140. All the new debuts were excellent. And then Joey DFS with all that energy at the end. It was just, I really liked the show today. Great work from our guests. I just loved it. Great work from the chat. It was just extremely fun. Bengals plus 146 for Big Mastro. The Buccaneers minus 6.5, minus 104. Chargers minus 2.5, minus 115. Bears money line plus 105. And then TJ, Jacksonville minus 117. Jets plus 6.5. Bucks team total under 24.5. Chargers minus 2.5. Herbert over 251.5 passing yards. And then Indianapolis, Tennessee over 3.5 field goals. Packers minus 1.5. Cards plus 7.5. And Chiefs at a pick 'em. That's a teaser at plus 160. We also had Lamont Williams, the great Lamont Williams, giving us his max bet parlay. It's Devontae Adams over 61.5 receiving yards, Stafford over 231.5 passing yards, Malik Neighbors, and okay, is this a combined thing? I've got to ask Lamont because he's got Malik Neighbors and Cameron Scadabo rush yards over 36.5. I've got to figure that out. I probably didn't announce that properly or read it. I mean, I've read it a couple times, but Joey DFS gave us Bowers anytime touchdown plus 180. Bowers over 5.5 receptions, over 57.5 receiving yards, anytime touchdown plus 333. DK Metcalf anytime touchdown plus 140. Sam Darnold over 1.5 passing touchdowns plus 125. Seahawks minus 7, minus 108. We have AM's action here as well. Let's copy and paste this here. It's the Colts, Titans under 43, Panthers plus 5.5, Raiders plus 3, Browns plus 8.5, Vikings minus 3, Eagles minus 3.5, Steelers, Patriots under 44.5, Jaguars minus 1.5, Bears plus 1, Broncos plus 2.5, and the Cardinals 49ers under 44.5. Oldie says we doing a live stream tonight. It's Saturday. This is my Saturday night. You're damn right we're doing a live stream. I can almost taste the whiskey. I have to keep it under wraps on Thursday because I got such a big card on Friday, and then Jose comes in and handles the second half hosting duties, which helps me so much. I couldn't compete without it. And I had 24 bets on Friday's MLB card. 12-12. Thank God for the Dodgers breakdown.
Yeah, thank God for the Dodgers in the fifth inning. Kershaw came out and is like, "Oh, okay, we're good now, guys. We can hit."
And you know what? That was the first time that Tim Reichert had ever watched Ohtani at bat.
What the fuck?
I couldn't believe it. So I had we couldn't get it on.
You put on the guy come on the screen. He's like, "Oh, 53 home runs. Who's this guy?"
He had never seen Ohtani at bat, and so I had it there, like on the phone at the table. And then Ohtani goes yard to cash the first 5 over to get us closer to the dog. And then Mookie goes back to back. It was fucking magic. I had to it was so hard to stay in my seat. I was like, well, I didn't. I was screaming and yelling. Fucking people didn't know what the fuck we're talking about, what we're doing.
Sure.
It was magic.
It was nice of you to do that for the homeless man.
Yes, Oldie, we're doing a live stream tonight, and I cannot wait. Shout out to my guy WT, the Terramina Jungle Bar Leche Girls want to tail you, Jose. But
yeah, I couldn't read the first part out loud as well. I did have a chuckle at that as well.
But they need to know your play of the day if they want to tell you.
Yeah, yeah. If they want to know the play of the day, it's the Chargers minus 2.5. It is Bijan Robinson over 83.5 rush yards. It's Ryan Fitzgerald over 5.5 kicking points. It's CeeDee Lamb touchdown. It's DJ Moore over 51.5 receiving yards. Jordan Mason over 15 receiving yards, and the over 41.5 in Bengals, Minnesota, which was my addition to the Friends and Family parlay.
Oh, what was your addition?
The over in the Bengals game.
Because we don't have your first official bet of NFL Pub Hub.
No, you're not getting it today. You're not getting it today because I've realized I have no action on these fucking football games because I'm sitting here just praying my futures in baseball come through. The Reds are right there. I need the Mets just to capitulate for me. Fall, New York. Fall.
It's crazy watching these teams fall apart late, isn't it? The marathon of baseball never ceases to just deliver. It just delivers. You have these pitchers that come in and they're all world. Wait till start 12. You have these batters come up, they hit 20 home runs in their first 50, 60 games. Wait till game 148. How are they looking then? And then you have, Mike Trout playing like trash. And it's a 485-foot home run for his 400th. It's just the marathon never ceases to be extremely enjoyable. Kent Davies says big day for Pearsall today. Circa just moved a whole point to the Eagles -4.5 and more cash on the Rams. Unbelievable.
Yeah,
Spooner says Tigers puking away the division. It's nuts. It's going to be the biggest.
Yeah, it'd be really bad.
But it's the biggest in the history.
Collapse.
The biggest
Would
collapse.
be-
Thank you. I was the biggest collapse in the history of Major League Baseball.
Would be really ugly. It makes the Red Sox while doing what they're doing and the Astros doing what they did look a little better.
Big Show says hit pubsportsradio.com for the bets for Big Show. So check out my plays, become a member, explore the entire board of action. You're missing out from, well, no, come on, Big Show, your money in the bank. And then you finish that last one. Kent Davies, I can't start drinking now. I got a live stream tonight. I know how it works. I can't. I'll be a fucking mess. Thank you all. Kent Davies, the Goon Collector, Big Show Picks, Spooner on top of the board right now. I can't wait to see how all that bangs out. Top Set, thank you. WT, my man. TJ, you were great on camera. Justin McKelvey, thank you. Eldorado Custodian, Jason Meyer, thank you. Lucky Power, AM Man, Bear, Pig, Coin. I don't have coins, actually. I want to see what Coin's on. He's so sharp, dude.
Yeah, Coin, get that action, and while you do that, Jimmy, will mention I do. I don't go against the market and line movement often, but I did pick the Titans in the Cappers contest. So
yeah.
I'm hoping all that line movement is just a head fake and the Titans come through, but we'll find out.
I'm very interested in all these games. So interested in they're starting right now. Irish King, Big Daddy Boom, Res Mom.
Yeah, we need to get out. We need to get off because bad things happen when we're on.
They're bad. We gotta get off. Mr. Tomatoes, D. Jenkins, Nick Reinhardt, Old E, Sports Scientist Jacob. So many of you to thank.
Fuck.
I can't thank you all, but I wish I could. Thank you to our guests, Bobano, Wine Time, Kongs, Clip, Salty Pete, the Nuke Worker, Big Mastro, TJ, and Joey DFS. Jose, and thank you for all your hard work. Enjoy the day. Take the night off. But if you don't want the night off, join us on the live stream. Please.
Okay. All right. Fair enough.
You deserve the night off. But if you want to just pull out some creme de cacao,
It's
hang out with
right
us.
here. It's right here. It's always at arm's length.
How does it never get less liquor in there?
It's always at arm's length, Jimmy. That's why.
Much love, Jose. Thank you for jumping on with us, man. Bringing levity to a very stressful situation that's just about to start. Salty Pete, you were Money in the Bank. Wasn't it great seeing all these guys making their pub-up debut today? I thought they were all awesome. I thought they were all throwing.
I'm going to be saying a boot all day because of Salty Pete.
He's a great guy, man. This is just and thank you to Harbor Acres Cottages $1,000 perfect week bonus. We haven't had a perfect week yet.
No, and trust me, that's kept a lot of people like really interested. I have a few friends that are in the contest. They had rough starts, but they're just like, we just need one perfect week, and they're in it. Like that's a beautiful thing. So shout out to you, Salty Pete. I can't find out about all the great Harbor Acres cottages. I can't wait to find out.
Let's fucking get it, man. Can you please bless our action, Jose, and leche us into the future?
Yes, of course. I just had to yell at Google to shut the fuck up because it's football season now. God damn it. And let's get out here and leche, Los bookmakers.